This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Clay, emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Wednesday night, February the 1st. It's February already. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I hope you're all doing well. I'm having a meh kind of day. Not a bad day, not the best day. Everything's okay. But just having an okay day. So I hope that we can have at least an okay time together. Moderators, thank you in advance. Do what you got to do. Members, Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks to all of you as well. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston in Richmond, in the city, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I don't take you for granted. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for school, bed, or work, or maybe all three. But the fact that you're here with me, you know that I always appreciate you and I never take you for granted. So subscribe. We are at, you know how I want to get to 9,700 by the end of January, but it's February 1st. And I'm actually at 9715, 9715. So I actually have a 15 subscriber head start on my goal for February, which is a shorter month, admittedly. So I want to get to 9,800 by the end of February on my road to 10 Clay. So thank you. We're past 9,700. And therefore, as you'll see in the chat right now, how do I do this? Right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Tomorrow, on tomorrow night's show, we are doing a 9,700 subscriber giveaway. So I hope you join me tomorrow night for sure. So subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and get my videos every single day. I didn't do one today, actually, part of my mad day, but that's okay. So subscribe, like the video, like the fact that we are together. There's 36 of you in here, only 11 likes, so we should get that to at least 18 or so to start off. You know how much I love that 50% rule. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership, become a member, upgrade your membership, but most importantly, get active in the chat section. If you're on a podcast platform, rate and review. That's always helpful. And don't forget, I go for the first half, then I'll turn it over to you for the second half. I probably won't even make it for 15 minutes. I think I'll just speak for about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll see. And then I want to turn it over to you and make sure you guys have a lot of time to ask your questions as well. And yeah, thank you to everyone complimenting on the hoodie. I you guys know I rarely wear hoodies. This room is very warm, my little home office. So with the lights, and because I have the doors closed, so not to make everyone mad at how loud I am. So I'm always almost always in a t-shirt. I don't think, if I'm not in a jersey, which is rare because it's so warm, I'm always in a t-shirt. But then today, I just kind of felt like wanted to. My shirt underneath is fine. It's my GR Pro Shop shirt. But this is my Game Over hoodie. It's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever worn it for Game Over because I've only had 2 Game Over since I got it. And both times I think I was wearing the Game Over t-shirt. Anyways, this is my Game Over hoodie. My next Game Over show. I have the first game back out of the break on Monday night, February the 6th. I think they're playing the New Jersey Devils, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to that. And so that's why I'm wearing, and it is very comfy. Kind of makes me want to fall asleep, actually. So I'll try and stay awake for the half an hour here, and hopefully you are doing the same wherever you're watching from. So once again, thanks for being here. And we will say, speaking of Game Over, see, this wasn't planned. This wasn't on cue. This wasn't timed, but SDPN producer extraordinaire, Robert Malloy in the house. You know, I appreciate all of you in here. But I especially appreciate anyone who's coming from a different time zone. And I know that Robert is one of them as well. So thanks for being here, Robert. And thanks to everyone for being... you can actually buy this. I know I was really supposed to pump this on the Game Over shows, but you can buy these. Clay knew I had a late night and decided to wear the hoodie. There you go, just for you. But yes, you can definitely. I don't have the link in front of me, but you can definitely buy some SDPN gear. I should have the link in front of me, but it's buried in my other videos. So, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to look it up because I want you guys to. I want you guys to be able to at least look at some of this stuff. It'll be easy for me to find. Game Over Vancouver. And then I click on one of the ones I did. There I am. Oh, it's the one with my two boys. And then I'm just put the link right in the chat section. If you want to buy some Game Over merchandise. Oh, boom. Oh, Robert's way faster than I am. What am I doing? I'm so slow. I should just ask Robert to do it. So it's there. Now you have two chances to buy Game Over merchandise. You can click on Robert's link or you can click on my link. Let's talk about the All-Star game really quickly, and then I want to talk about Rick Tocchet, as the title says, and then I'm going to turn it over to all of you. So it has been confirmed that Bo Horvat will still go to the All-Star game. Yay! Let's go in order. He will still be representing the Pacific Division, which was my prediction way back, even before he got traded, because I said he got voted in as a Pacific Division player. Yay! Because it's easiest way not to offset the rosters. Then whatever division the Islanders are in, the Metro or the Metro, then they don't become 13 players or 12 players instead of 11, and then the Pacific Division doesn't become only 10. So again, Horvat is going to the All-Star game, is going to be playing for the Pacific Division instead of the Metro that the Islanders are in. But he will be wearing, at least for the skills competition, Islanders reverse retro jersey. I'm not sure why they're saying reverse retro, unless they're all wearing reverse retros. Are they all, or is it because, so it's just not the real Islanders jersey? Not sure about that part. So yes, Horvat going, representing the Pacific Division, at least for the skills competition, wearing a reverse retro for the Islanders. And then, of course, when it comes to the game, I guess he's wearing Pacific Division. So there we go. Something fun to look forward to. And so that's going to be surreal. I can't remember the last time that a player was traded between the time he was voted in the All-Star game or assigned or appointed, whatever the word is, and then the actual playing of the All-Star game. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Yes, Robert is always faster than I am. Always. And one last time for PD and Horvat to play together. By the way, as I see Jaskrin there, did you guys see my amazing three-pointer today? I'll pull it up now. And this was interesting because Jaskrin always... Jaskrin, you're the Jaskrin. See, I always get the last name mixed up. Jaskrin Kumo on here. You're the Jaskrin that I have on Instagram, correct? Correct. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm almost certain that you are, because I just don't make basketball videos for anyone. Okay, so Jaskrin is a pretty good basketball player, I'm pretty sure. So ever since Jaskrin's been following me on here, he's been also, I know he's a basketball player, so he's been saying, Clay, I want to see your moves. I think I posted like one goofy video almost 2 years ago, I think, of me dunking on a 7-foot hoop or 8-foot hoop. And I think Jaskrin since then has been not like bugging me, but encouraging me once in a while to post a picture of me shooting. And Icy says, why do you have a video of LeBron James on your Twitter? So today I was at the church setting up for my usual Wednesday night church festivities, running religious education for 120 kids there. And then the gym equipment door was open or was unlocked. Usually it's locked. So I actually went in and grabbed a basketball, and then I set my camera up and I placed it. And no word of a lie, this was on my first take. So I'm going to just show you this. And because it's like a 7-second video, so I could actually show it to you 8 times if I wanted to. I don't know why I would do that though. But I'm going to show you this video. And what's really interesting with this is, yes, this was my first take. There's no reason for me to lie to you. So this was my first take. I was going to shoot until I finally got it. Then I was going to crop it and just send it to Jaskrin only. But because I nailed it on my first shot, I put it everywhere. I put it on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and I basically said this was my first shot. I said I don't. What did I say? It's right here. I said, I don't often play basketball, but when I do, I like draining threes while wearing a dress shirt and tie. P.S. This was my first and only attempt. And then I said, P.P.S. Postscript. I can't go left, which is true. I'm useless. Well, not useless, but I'm not the best basketball player. So check this out. 7 seconds. I'll play it maybe twice. But this was me just turning on my video, turning on my phone, and just nailing the shot. Watch this. One more time. So I'll just break this down for you. You'll notice all the chairs here because we ran a parent meeting of 100 parents. So there's the 100 chairs set up. There's the open door I was telling you about where I got the basketball. So, there's a quick right to left to right. And then watch when I shoot. So the form is, I am behind the 3-point line. So this wasn't cheating. This is a regulation 10-foot hoop, and it's not like a mini hoop. But then Jaskarin and anyone else who plays basketball, tell me if this form's not very good, because I notice that when I shoot, I fade to my right a little bit. So instead of jumping straight up and down or jumping forward, I jump to my right. And tell me if that's normal. Honestly, I'm looking for feedback. Not that I'm going to change my ways. I'm a 48-year-old man who barely plays basketball. But just watch my form and tell me if this is bad. Just watch where my feet land. So you see that? And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be like at a 10-degree angle here. But I drift to my right when I shoot. One last time because I just love watching it. It wasn't a swish, but I'll take it. So thanks for indulging me. So that was me showing that I'm a multifaceted. No, I'm not multifaceted at all. But let me know what you think. I love some of these. I love some of these things. Why do you have I wrote this one. Saw the 3-point shot. Clay Curry. Me and Clay are going to be the Splash Brothers like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Clay emo to the Raptors confirmed. All in one take. Actually, that's what I was going to caption. I was going to say my take all in one take. I was going to say that. Steph emo, 3 points while all dressed up. You know it, Rosero. Got to look good. Raptors could use you right now. 3-point shot was insane. Good job, Clay. Raptors should sign Clay Curry. The next Clay Nash. I love these. 2023 first overall pick. Danny Green does that in the NBA at times, so it's not a big deal. Okay, well, thanks for raining on my parade there. Clay Kerr, very good. Steve Nash, goes to St. Michael's Private. Clay could have used you tonight for my OKC Thunder. Awesome. But thank you. Let me know, those of you that play basketball, and I'm being serious, I'm not looking for affirmation or false affirmation or false humility or whatever. I want to know, is it not proper form to as you saw drift, or is it fine? Your feet got to land somewhere. Let me know. I'd be very curious, and thank you. Yes, you can tell I'm not stretching tonight for content, but obviously it's an off week when it comes to the Canucks. So I thought that I would just wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, let me talk about Rick Tocchet for a couple minutes, and then I'll turn it over to you. I want to know your first impressions of Rick Tocchet. Before he was actually named head coach of the Canucks, I know a bunch of us, including me, we pulled up his stats on Wikipedia, and we know that he was an assistant coach in Pittsburgh and helped them to win 2 Stanley Cups. Assistant coach, so coaching guys like Crosby and Malkin, of course, Letang. We know that he was a coach of Tampa Bay Lightning 10, 15 years, like a long time ago, 15 years ago when they weren't that good. We know that he was coach of Arizona Coyotes when they weren't that good. And I wouldn't say they're deliberately tanking, but they were simply not good. Some would say that they underachieved with at least some decent players, especially some young players. So there's all that. So my question to you has been basically, what have your first impressions been? I'll tell you, and again, let's be realistic. They've beaten Chicago and Columbus, 2 of the 5 teams that are worse than them. They got smoked by Seattle, a team that's way better than them. So really, they've done what we thought they'd do. It's going to be more exciting to see how they do against New Jersey and New York, and then New York in this upcoming stretch. They as you know, they come out of the All-Star break on their New York swing. But okay, so let's get past the fact that, because I don't want to keep living in the past, but let's get past the fact that he was going to have a tough shoes to fill, given this fan base's love and adulation for Bruce Boudreau. And we've heard that. We heard Tocchet get booed in his first game coaching on Tuesday. We've heard the Bruce There It Is chants, even as recently as their last win on Friday. And that's not Tocchet's fault, and no one is saying it's Tocchet's fault, but I do think it's kind of a tough gig for sure. He's been very, so here's some of the things I've liked. He's been very honest in the media, especially after the Seattle loss, saying that there's mistrust in the room. They got to learn to trust each other. They got to play for each other. They got to come together, gel, all those things. And then he hasn't been afraid to talk about certain players and what he thinks they can be good at or better at. And the Canucks have released these 2 vignettes, these 45-second clips of what makes Tocchet. And in the first one, he talked about relationships, how he's a relationship guy, and he wants every player to know where they stand. Why are you playing on a certain line? Why are you getting this much or this little special teams time? Why are you playing in this area of the lineup? Why are you being dressed or not? So he talks about his need to his desire to build relationships and to have good open communication channels with his players. And we actually saw that after when they don't pass the belt around anymore. That was a Boudreau thing. But when they're in the locker room on Friday after the Columbus win, it started to show him go around the dressing room. They didn't show him shaking all 20 guys' hands, but basically, good job, men, and going down the line and shaking every player's hand. So that was kind of cool. And then the second video the Canucks released, he talked about trust. He talked about attention to detail and how he learned in Pittsburgh watching and working with guys like Crosby and Malkin, how you have to pay attention to details in practice because that translates to what you do in a game. And I don't think that was a shot at Boudreau or anyone else, but one of the things that Rutherford had been talking about was he didn't like the way the Canucks were practicing. He didn't like their details and systems and structure overall, but he hinted a couple times at least that he thought that the practices could have been better. So I want to kind of leave that out there for you. I want to give some of your feedback. I know you've already been starting to talk to each other and to share comments, which I appreciate, but I will go, I won't go back. So if you want to copy and paste them in a second, that's fine. So yes, I will answer as many questions, highlight as many comments as I can after the break, but don't put them in until after the break or else I will never catch it. Well, you can do whatever you want to do, but just so you know, I will likely read it, greater chance of me reading it. And by the way, actually do this for me. Just as I do my mid-show sponsor read. Be honest. And okay, whatever you type in, it's not going to sway me. So let's get that out on the open right now. But I'm very curious, as I'm always curious about you viewers and who I appreciate so much. Do you like when I read your comment? Honestly, like, do you get a certain joy or does it elicit a certain emotion when you see your name on the screen, when you see your comment on the screen? Or do you not care? And be honest, say, no, I don't care. Then type that in right now. But for the next 2 minutes, as I do this mid-show sponsor read and tell you about my new Vessi promotion, let me know if it matters to you, if I read your comment and if you like seeing your name on the screen. Again, it's not going to sway me, but I am curious to know what you have to say. Let's go to my mid-show sponsor read. First and foremost, shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training weight loss. You can sign up now for a free 21-day weight loss challenge using the link ptformweightloss.com/CanuckClay. It's scrolling across the bottom of your screen. And Coach Patrick will contact you. And by the way, Coach Patrick will join me for 20 minutes on my Sunday night show. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, making this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. I am proud to announce our new promo with them. And you can get there now if you use the link. Actually, I want to make this just a showable thing. If you use the link tinyurl.com/LIVESTREAM, Clay Vesey, and you order a pair of these Stormbursts, so they're brand new. They don't ship until February 14th. So I have mine on order. I haven't got mine yet. It says your most adventure-ready sneaker yet. Pre-order now. And then it talks about, oh, that looks pretty good. Actually, I got the white ones though. So those are the ones I got. Look pretty sick actually. So they come in black, white, whatever boreal green is, and dust purple. I didn't know you had those adjectives. But yeah, you can order a pair of these Stormbursts. They are $195, so they're pretty expensive, but it's because they have all these cool features. You can go through this yourself. But if you use that link of tinyurl.com/clayvesey, you won't get $15 off, but instead you get a $15 pair of socks for free. So it's basically the same thing. And you get a $15 savings or value by using my link because you will get a free pair of socks. So again, tinyurl.com/clayvesey. And now you can actually pick up a brand new pair of what they call Stormburst, our most adventure ready sneaker yet. So that link is now going to be in all my videos. And as soon as I get my pair, I will start rocking them, taking some pictures and sharing it like crazy. Okay. Thank you. Now, Mitchell, reminder for you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, you can get active in the chat, get my videos every day. Like the video. There's 78 of you in here. Thank you. So let's get the likes up to closer to 40. We're only at 29 right now. You can leave a donation. Who will be the first? Who will be the first to get the donation train out of the station tonight? Not a hint, just an observation. And you can also become a member, upgrade your membership, and rate and review when you're on a podcast platform. Let's get to your comments now. And basically, my question to you is not do you like your actually, let me. No, I like your honesty here. Yes, I like it. I love it when you read my comments. I'm fine with it. Doesn't matter to me, but I do like it. For me, it's cool when you read mine. I'm here for the comments. Yes, I like it. Yeah, I guess there's no one going to say, oh, I don't like it. I do like it when you read my comment to see what your thoughts are about the Canucks. Cool having my comment read. It feels like I'm part of a show. Those shows are cool. They look like high tops. Dust purple would look nice with my deep purple phone. I enjoy it when you read my comment. And yeah, so my question is, what's your impressions of Rick Tocchet? As for Rock Tocchet, give him a few games, then I'll base my decision. That's fair. I'm okay with Tocchet right now, but the 3 games we have played don't show much. I'm waiting to see during the offseason, the beginning of training camp, to see how much the team improves. That's fair. And I've been using the offseason as well to really base my judgment on Rutherford and Alvin. Albert, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. I was feeling a little meh, admittedly, when I started this show, but you guys have picked me up as you usually do. When you read my comments, I feel like Bob Barker called me up to the stage on The Price is Right. Ricky Sanga, come on down. You're the next contestant on Clay is Right. I don't mind my comments being read. I think it's tough to judge his coaching right now. Maybe need to wait until the season. The team is a little bit of a mess with so many lineup changes and already essentially tanking. I'm okay with Tocchet as coach now. Wasn't when he was hired, but he does good with the media. I still feel bad about how Boudreau is treated. Fangirl, that's totally fair. But I guess I was trying to make the point is, as much as I like Bruce Boudreau too, we kind of have to eventually move on. And that doesn't mean we forget about Boudreau, but we got to give Tocchet a chance. I think Rick isn't going to baby the players like Bruce did. Like when Miller slammed a stick on the goal, he won't defend Miller. Good point. Doesn't matter who the coach is. Depends on how management built this team from a culture standpoint and assets and development. Although in terms of culture, that can be a coach solution too. It feels you're really inclusive when you read or try to read everyone's. Yeah, and that's the other thing I was going to say. I usually choose to blast through and read as many as I can, even if I don't give, I give thoughtful responses to each comment, or at least I read them, as opposed to only picking, say, a dozen or so and spending a lot of time on each comment. I think because a lot of the questions are repetitive or they build on each other. That wasn't an insult. I'm just saying that it doesn't make sense to spend like 30 to 45 seconds on each comment sometimes when I can just drill through and at least get through most of them. And I think you guys appreciate that too. 3 games is only a small sample. I'm all right with them. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He can coach this team to succeed, and that's what he's going to do for the Canucks moving forward. Great point, Elfren. And by the way, I think I can read a lot of comments too because I read quite quickly. Sure, I mess up a few times, stutter sometimes, mispronounce a bunch of stuff, but at least I can read relatively quickly as well. How comfy are the Vesey shoes? They're very comfy, Harry, and They are weatherproof. We're not. I don't think I'm supposed to say waterproof. They are weatherproof. I don't know what the difference is though. I don't care about the season anymore, to be honest. But if we lose out the season, is Tocchet really the proper solution? We'll see. We will see. I like it when you read my comment, but don't mind if you can't get to my comment. That's a good, mature attitude, Shannon. I would ask Tocchet to play to each player's strength, and if a player is weak in an area, that he has the patience to teach. Great point, and I think he does. And by the way, I just realized, though, for those listening on the podcast platform, I guess it's not so great when I rip through the comments so quickly, because you, as being here live, at least you have the advantage too of not only hearing me, but seeing my lips move and then reading the comment on the screen. Jaskrin, thank you for asking. I'm not at the liberty to share right now. I'm fine. Everyone in my family is fine. I'm fine. I just had one tough conversation earlier today that I can't get into, but everything will be fine. When you're in friendship, relationship, association for long times, not everything is going to go the way you want. And I had one of those moments this morning. So everything is fine, Jaskrin. Thank you for your care and concern. I'm impartial to whether you read my comments or not feeling wise. But I would think most would like it engagement-wise, as much as Frankie loves money over anything else. No comment. I've been watching you since the disastrous OEL trade. It's been fun. Well, not the team, but being here is nice, mad fun. Thank you, Peter. I totally appreciate your loyalty. I really do. I do wonder what Tocchet is thinking with what direction the team is going. He probably will have a say on the next captain. Yeah, Edmund, you think now is the perfect time for him to establish a bit of his stamp too, by not being the only one who chooses, but certainly having some input. I feel like Tocchet is going through what Bruce went through when he first joined, but worse. Hopefully he does well in the off season next season. That's fair. What does the PD extension look like, and what do you see different with PD this season compared to the rough start he had last season? I think he's fully healthy, Peter. I think he's more confident, and I think he's not trying to do too much, play more on instincts as opposed to overthinking. And I think you got to go 8 years with him at $9.5 to $10 million. And that was just my quick thought. Clay honestly looks like I do when it's cold up in the north, because in a shirt and sweater, not in a warm shirt. Yeah, I imagine you wear a lot of hoodies and stuff. By the way, thank you. I'm glad you guys like this look. I am feeling a little bit warm now, admittedly. I do have a fan going in the back, though, not blasting right at me directly, but to the side, just because I knew I'd get warm once I really got going. I really wonder where this team would be in the standings if Tocchet was brought in before the season started. Oh, so I see. Are you hinting they'd be actually higher up? Hello, Brian. Tocchet is a straight shooter. I think he'll be a similar style as Travis Green. Check out the Rod Brindamore, Travis Green, and Rick Tocchet's coaches roundtable. I will look that. Thank you. Thank you for that. I wonder how much of Tocchet's past is past, and how much it would affect the chemistry and culture of the team. I really hope we're not gambling with toxicity. Otherwise, okay with Tocchet this far. Yeah, and I think we got to be able to move on from that as well. How many goals do you see Quinn finishing the season, finding a scoring touch ever since he got that one goal in late December? Yeah, he's got 5 now. Let's give him 11 by the end of the season. When you read the comments, it reminds me of a player's media, maybe Clay's media live stream. Are we really doing that T thing? Well, Brian, I'm actually saying it now as a mature fan or whatever. I don't know if a team would ever intentionally admit to tanking, but you can certainly make decisions and move players like we just did that will help that cause, because I think everyone agree that Bolivier for Horvat, because Ratu and the draft pick aren't playing for us yet, we are a worse team than we were last week. Tocchet has been more open and honest, but those 3 games have yet to show if he will be a long-term solution. Bruce could have one versus Chicago and Columbus, in my opinion, but time will tell next year. Totally fair. Would you trade Miller to Buffalo, Clay? Apparently they have cap space and want to compete with the Islanders and Rangers. Would I trade Miller to Buffalo? Would I? I will say, anytime you guys ask me about a trade, which is fair, the answer is always depends on what we get back, because that really, really does. Would I trade him to Buffalo? But to answer your question, Fangirl, I would look at every type of scenario that makes the team better. Tocchet is the type to put OEL or Garland as captain. We'll see. I hope everything works out, Clay. I think you help a lot of people through tough times, so I hope these streams give back in the same way. I see. Thank you. I do. I feel a lot more energetic than I felt half an hour ago. So much so where I'll probably study for an hour after this now instead of going straight to bed. Although my bed does sound really good right now. I wear a shirt and a hoodie and a flannel. That's 3 layers. Taylor, that's crazy. I never wear 3 layers unless I'm going outside. I don't mind talking right now, but 3 games does not say much. I'll wait for the new season and see what Tocchet can do with the team. I hope that Tocchet improves next season. Canucks improve next season with Tocchet. Me too. Off topic, what does your instincts tell you if Horvat resigns with the Islanders? I think it's 50-50, but everyone's been saying you don't think the Islanders make that trade unless you have a sense that Horvat will sign. But if you weren't allowed to talk to him without tampering, then I don't know. I really, really don't know. I'm at 50-50 right now, Eden. I'm always wearing tank tops at home or even shorts. What do you mean? You wear tank tops with no shorts? What do you wear on the bottom then? Actually, don't tell me. Name a captain next season or at some point the rest of the season. Are you saying the Canucks will name a captain or are you asking me to? I say it's Petey, and I say it's going to be done before the end of this year. Hockey Guy said Islanders won the trade and right away said that to start the video. I heavily disagree because he even said it was a good idea not to trade Miller. I don't know how you can assess a winner of the trade, but just as I said, I think the Canucks got good return. If the Hockey Guy thinks that the Canucks did not get good return, then that opinion would totally make sense. I like Shannon. I respect the way he's built up his channel. His style is not my style, but he also has like 300,000 more subscribers than I do. Did you see the post about the fan who sent Bruce's autograph Bruce There It Is jersey? Yes, Bruce There It 15. So it looks like Bruce There It Is. Yes, that was Chester Ming on Twitter. Do I think Luke Shen will most likely get traded? I do, even Alvin loves him, but I think you have to move him and get something. Demko, that's tough to say because I know Farhan Lalji and others started to speculate about that yesterday. Then I saw a tweet saying that Kevin Woodley talked to Demko and Demko didn't hint at any signs of frustration. So that's an interesting one. Yeah, Elfren, really quickly, protected means it's protected for the Islanders. For this particular trade, if the Islanders end up drafting in the top 12, they have the option to protect that pick. They don't have to, but they probably will. They have the option to protect that pick, and then the Canucks then will get their first round pick in 2024, no matter where it is. First overall, 32nd overall, whatever. So the protected pick means the Islanders have the option to retain their pick if it's pick 1 through 12 this year. So I've always said the best case scenario for the Canucks, who knows, if the Islanders finish and they get the 13th or 14th overall pick and we get that, that's still good. In a deep draft like this, that's awesome. Imagine having 13th, 14th, 15th overall plus the 6th overall or whatever. You can do a lot with that. Or if the Islanders are in the bottom 12 this year and they keep their pick, which they should, then you hope that they suck next year and then we get a top 10 pick next year. Miller for Cousins. Oh, that sounds good. Why are they putting Ratu on the Abbotsford Canucks first? I think they want to not rush him and see how he can do down there. Am I a teacher? No, I work for the Catholic Church. I'm a youth worker. I'm a associate director. My wife is a teacher and vice principal. Did I say Bolivier? Beauvillier. Clay, you're the fourth person I heard today pronounce it Bolivier. Why do I keep saying Bolivier? No, I know it's Beauvillier. I know it's a B-E-A-U-V. Thank you, Ricky, for that pronunciation. Beauvillier. Rick Dollywell also made that mistake, so it happens to the best of them. If Demko gets traded, hoping not, which goalie would be a good starter for the Canucks to fill in Demko's role? Oh, I could pick so many. I would love Logan Thompson. I would love Shesterkin. I would love Vasilevsky. So again, Harry, good question, but it's very hard to speculate because I could just name 12 different goaltenders. I don't know what's realistic, though. Do I think Bo will enjoy the All-Star game with PD, or is he a little overwhelmed with the new team? Hopefully, Aiden, he's able to soak it in. That's what it's for. Alfred, okay, Peter is acknowledging that as well. Good, thank you. Prediction, Alvin trades Miller at the draft, package with Canucks first, Islanders first to the Chicago Blackhawks in return for the first overall pick. Chicago needs more first-rounders for rebuild. Wow! So Miller and 2 firsts for their first overall. Is that enough? With Bo gone and talks of Besser, Shen, Garland, even Demko being the next one supposed to go, could you see a very new roster for next season? I could, Justin. I think with the trade of Bo, the Canucks are signaling that they are ready to switch direction. I really do. Flannels are nice. I hope some others appreciate flannels just like I do. There we go. Some love for flannels. I wear tank tops and shorts because I always feel hot or because I am. No comment. Did you see the video on Talking No Words commercial that Parker retweeted? It's so fun. No, I will go look at that after this. Expectations for Beauvillier, not Bolivier. Beauvillier. I think he's half a point per game. and he's going to try his best to impress his new teammates. Miller for Power, Jack Quinn, and Dylan Cousins. I feel Buffalo is still fleecing us, but got to risk it all. No, I would do that trade in a heartbeat if I was the Canucks. Buffalo could use a goalie and could take Miller. Does Tocchet have much sway towards what players he wants to keep trade? Is that even fair from coaching 3 games, insider info, analysts? I think they would get the coach's input for sure. For sure. Jasker, if it means to get off the toxicity and that contract, it's fine. Oh, trading Miller. He lives in Surrey. I feel hot. Bolivia. Yes. Anthony Bolivia. I think Ratu gets a couple games with the Canucks, maybe at the end of the year. Brian asking how Fangirl's doing, which is good. Miller is a jerk. Pick OEL or Myers for captain. Give Hughes and PD assistant captain. Everyone is overlooking the fact they haven't drafted their next captain yet. Interesting. Rathbone being on the move. I saw that one post. I would still love him to make the Canucks and be a regular here. So I'd be sad to see him go for sure. Were you mad when the Canucks traded Bo away? No, Riley, I wasn't mad because I was kind of expecting it. I wasn't mad. I just wasn't expecting to the Islanders. Won't be surprised if Bo gives Petey some tips about being a captain. Yeah, and maybe he already has, or I'm sure they'll have a chance to talk. It'd be cool if they were wired up and you heard that. Knowing how Lou is, Horvat re-signs with the Islanders. It won't be leaked. We all know how the draft trade that didn't happen. The draft trade that didn't happen because of the leak with media. There's something bound to leak. Yeah, we don't know if that was confirmed for sure, but I hear what you're saying, Fangirl. You think Toronto will give us a second for Shen? They need physical. Yeah, I don't think Shen's going to get you a second, though, for sure. Dogwood, not a bad take, honestly, but honestly, PD deserves to see it's time. He's the engine that drives the team. If the Canucks trade Shen, would you like the trade for Bowen Byram if they do it after him? I met Bowen Byram. Yeah, Byram would be great. We're not getting him for Shen, but I would love to get Byram. A right shot D. Peter for C, Hughes for A, and then that means one of Miller, OEL, or Myers can't be an A next year. Jack could be the next captain. He'd be good. DB says if OEL is the next captain, I quit. Demko and Myers to LA for Quick and Dursey. I like Dursey. Quick, older goaltender. And then who do we have to step up, though, after him? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like that one. Canucks asked us about Rathbone. I was like, if you want to get younger, why would you make that move? Yes, doesn't make sense to me. Hello, that dude. I think a Shen move is next, but I don't think we should set ourselves up with high expectations for a return. Rathbone could be a sweetener. Yes, I would trade Dermott and give Rathbone the third left-hand spot. Yeah, do you trade Dermott? He's an RFA. Him and Bear are both young RFAs, so that'll be interesting to see what happens. Miller's package with the first rounders to Chicago for first overall. Horvat will sign back Vancouver for term and money. Dogwood, going out on a limb tonight, for sure. Byron with Hughes would be sick. I'm glad Miller isn't in the equation to be captain. Yeah, I don't think that will happen. Stone is indefinitely out with surgery. Sounds like Vegas needs a top offensive piece of Miller. Miller and Demko for Theodore and a pick. Ooh. Imagine Miller and Demko for Theodore and Thompson. It wouldn't happen, but Barzal resigned with no speculation of extension being close when he signed the last contract, so wouldn't be surprised when we hear the Horvat extension. I don't know where that is fair. Name a captain in the home opener next season. That's true. Why would we trade Demko? His value is way too low. That's true too. Yes, Horvat will be wearing number 14 because Zizekas already wears it 53 for the Islanders. Clay, I'm like 50 minutes behind, but for reading out the comments, you have to keep doing it from a podcast standpoint. That's fair. That's fair. Although I don't get a lot of traction on podcasts, admittedly. So if you're listening on a podcast, thank you. How many first-round picks do you think it would take for a team to give up first overall? Say the Canucks got 6th, 13th, and another first-round pick. Yeah, I think you need 2 and a high pick or a 3 for sure. PD for C and Hughes with A, another one. Would I be shocked if the Canucks stay quiet at the trade deadline? Yes, I would be shocked, actually. Horvat going to come back to the Canucks? I doubt it. Or for a year? Yeah, maybe, but that's still 6-7 years from now. Would I trade Dermott to give Rathbone the left-hand D spot? Tends to make mistakes. No, I want to see more of Dermott, admittedly. Schmidt was good. I don't know why that didn't work. Oyel and Myers for captain because they fill the role. It gives Petey and Hughes time to wear the A. Afterwards, the interim is traded. I want Petey to be captain. Captains need some, but I feel like captains need grit to them. He's too quiet and laid back. I don't know. Is he like Naslund, where he's more of a skill player than a grit player? Do you think Beauvillier will get extended next season? It really depends on what happens this year, next season, Harry. I want to see him play first. Have I met Kuzmenko? I have. I met him at the golf tournament. He was great. Out of 100, what do you think the chances are Bo comes back and retires as a Canuck? 20%. It's a nice story, but it doesn't happen a lot. PD for C. Canucks have 3 first-round picks. If they do, I think Shannon and one of Besser or Garland is gone at the deadline. That is fair. All right, let's go. We're at 100 people, which is great, but we're also at 41 minutes. I want to wrap up here. Does anyone want to break the donation shutout? You have 3 or 4 minutes to do so as I wrap up. So you guys, thanks everyone for being here tonight. Like I said, wasn't feeling the best when I came in. Feeling a lot better now, and I will definitely stay up for a little bit, get some studying in before I head to bed. So a couple of things. Tomorrow night, I will be doing a giveaway to recognize 9,700 subscribers. So make sure I'm not going to do an extended show. Most of the show will be about the giveaway. I'm probably going to do reverse wheel because I like that. I think that's fun. And for a giveaway like tomorrow, I think it's worth it. So tomorrow, join me tonight at 11 p.m. for my 9,700 subscriber giveaway. And that'll be a lot of fun. And then, Fangirl breaks the donation shutout with $1.39. That's a weird amount. However, it's a super sticker. Thank you, Fangirl. Choo choo. Let's give some love to Fangirl for that donation. Thank you, Fangirl, for your support as always. What's the giveaway for giving out? You have to come tomorrow to find out, Harry. Reverse wheel. Great. Now will be picked first. And Elfren with a $2 donation. Let's give Petey the seats. It's time now. Choo choo. Thank you, Elfren, for the donation. I appreciate you. That is awesome. And not everyone likes the wheel, but that's what we got to do. So thank you, Fangirl. Thank you, Elfren. Appreciate you. Thanks, moderators. Didn't look like you're too busy despite 100 people in here, so that's a good thing. We're doing well. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang for your support. Thank you to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Those of you new subscribers, welcome. Thanks to Elfren and Fangirl for donating. And thanks to all of you for watching tonight. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So again, tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Hope you join me. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Thank you to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. My secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. And a brand new Vessi promotion up. Go to tinyurl.com/ClayVessi and you can see what the new Stormburst is all about and pick up a free pair of socks while you do so. Okay, friends, on your way out, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member, upgrade your membership if you'd like to. Leave a donation if you'd like to. And definitely keep chatting in the comment section as I wind down. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And I can speak from experience. When your wife comes home in a full white suit, covered in bee stings, and smelling like honey, you know she's a keeper. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.